What's happening, guys? So I'm coming through another video. I just want to clarify something to you guys and really put the icing on the cake here, so to speak. If you guys feel right now you might be like going through all these storms, all these adversities, all these trying times, you might call them, in life. Believe it or not, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. You're supposed to feel these adversities, bro. You're supposed to feel all these pressures, all these different types of pains. You're not just going to feel pain one way. You're going to feel pain multiple different ways. And you're going to feel a lot of it over time in life. And the mistake I feel a lot of people make is kind of not allowing themselves to feel all that adversity and all that pain going forward like you should. Because a lot of people want to take the route where they kind of want to numb themselves from that pain. They might want to, oh, I want to go out with the boys today and smoke a bunch of weed and do all these things. Kind of numb myself from reality, because reality might be tough on you or whoever right now. And I'm going to tell you that it's not the right route to take. It is not, because when God wants to bless you, bro, He's going to take you through all these storms. You're going to have those feelings that's like the what the hell is happening to me types of feelings. Like this is tough. Like, what is going on? You're going to feel all those things. And it's a natural reaction to want to numb yourself from that pain. But you have to be smart enough to not do those things. And allow yourself to face those uncomfortable positions you may find yourself in. You might just barely be making ends meet. You might have to pay that bill. You might have to do this. You might have to do that. You might have to continue to work and strive and thrive. You might be in school trying to get a very high education. You might be going through all these different stresses and all this stuff, and you're barely getting anything right now. You're barely making money. You're barely doing this. You're barely doing that. It could be anything. These adversities are necessary. A lot of people in life go through these adversities in different ways to get to their goals, to get to the end goal, to get to where they want to be, and a lot of people don't. But you have to be that person that does. You have to be that person that you feel the discomfort, you feel uncomfortable. You put in that work, you feel that pain. You might sweat a little bit, you might bleed a little bit, you might do this, you might do that, you might go outside, you might feel cold. You might be working outside, you're freezing to death, but you're getting through the days. God will reward you in mysterious ways, bro. Very mysterious ways. But you have to keep going. You can't take the easy way out. You can't just want to sit around and smoke weed with the guys and, yeah, I don't want to feel this. I just want to relax. I just want this. I just want this. It's kind of needy. It's needy. Like, you can't even work a whole week without just, it's like you need a reward every single day. You can't have that mindset. Sometimes you just got to keep working hard every single day for a while without really rewarding yourself in the sense where you're just kind of numbing yourself from reality, because a lot of people don't want to face reality. It's not that you necessarily can't reward yourself. You can treat yourself just fine. You can do things that is not how I'm trying to explain it. You can eat well, you can exercise well, you can be well rested, you can have a nice warm bath with Epsom salts, get a massage. You can do things like that all you want, but if you just want to numb yourself from reality and you don't really want to face it, you'd rather get high with the guys every single night and you do all these reckless things. It's just kind of taking your mind off of your goals and stuff. You're not going to make ends meet doing that, bro. You're forever going to be going backwards because you're blocking yourself from your next destinations is exactly what you're doing. Which is why I'm trying to tell you guys that when God wants to bless you, he will take you through all these storms. It's necessary to go through the storms of life. To not take that route where you kind of numb yourself from reality and forget about life, and you just don't really have a next goal because you're blocking yourself from it. You might be in a current position and you kind of just do what you can do to get through the day, and the rest of the day you're just using it to just whatever, to escape from the day you just had. That's not how it works. You'll forever be stuck in that same cycle. If all you do is do what you do in the run of a day, and then you numb yourself from the rest because you didn't even like the day you had. That's where the toughness comes into play, bro. You're not going to like your life 100% of the time. I'm telling you that right now. I lived literal years of my life, bro, suffering. Like, dead ass suffering. It was not fun, is what I'm trying to say here. It was a lot of work and like no fun. That's it. Toughness, grit, my durability, the focus. Working so hard at a lot of things that's not even like really like making any money, and just a lot of things, man. It's tough to put in a lot of work and you're not really getting anything for it. Like, people have no idea how tough it is to advance further positions in life. It's very tough. It's uncomfortable. If it wasn't this way, everybody making 6 figures a year. Everybody be doing the craziest shit every year. Everybody be fly. Not everybody's fly. More people than not is in terrible positions in life. And it's not to knock nobody. I'm not here to do that. But what I'm trying to say is when you feel those adversities, when you feel uncomfortable, when you feel that pain in life, you have to keep going, bro. You have to keep striving. You have to allow yourself to feel that. You have to allow yourself to kind of bite down on that mouthpiece and keep it pushing, bro. That's what life really is. Life was not made to be comfortable 24/7. People that preach, oh, happiness all the time, it's just not what life is. And it's never going to be that way. It never is. You got to put in some work. You don't even know what happiness is if you're trying to live in it all the time. Because if you can do difficult things and then come back to like some blissful moments, some blissful times, it's going to be twice, you're going to be twice as happy as people that's always constantly trying to live in this state of happiness, which don't exist. It does not exist. If you can work hard, you're going to enjoy things a lot more in life. Happiness is not putting a smile on your face 24/7 and all this stuff. This is fake happiness, bro. These people are washed. They're washed. They're not nearly as happy as me. You guys might not see me smile all too much. I guarantee you, I am more happy and fulfilled and way better off than a lot of those types of people, bro. I guarantee it. Not only do I guarantee it, I know it for a fact. There's a lot of fake ass smiling people on social media. Don't let that fool you what happiness actually is. Anybody could do that, bro. Anybody could do that. It's not hard to smile. You know what's hard to do? The right things all the time, to actually acquire yourself the most amount of like fulfillment and happiness that you can acquire in your life. That's the real boss shit. It's not hating what you do a lot of the time and then taking a vacation and smiling and thinking you're happy. What? No. No, work really hard first. Work really hard first. All your hard work over the years will show up over time. And you'll be living a much better life and lifestyle than literally 90% of the people in the world. I was just about to say, and it's that simple. The instructions are simple, but it's not easy. You see, to do that, it's simple. Just do it. But guess what? It's not going to be easy. Not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. Which is why I'm trying to tell you guys, go through the storms that God wants to put you through. Don't be that person that wants to numb themselves, stay stuck where you're at, for temporary little reliefs and happiness and stuff like this. Take the path where there's resistance. Human beings are naturally wired to take the path with least resistance. It's the truth. We all like a bit of comfort and happiness and stuff like that here and there. We all like it. I don't care if you're David Goggins. He even likes it. He's not going to tell you that, but he does. David Goggins is probably the hardest man on this planet. And this is why a lot of people do take that route. Least resistance. Try to numb yourself from reality as much as possible and try to be happy all the time. But man, I'm telling you, there's something in it when you can go through those storms and sacrifice and suffer for the glory. There's something in it, man. That's so very fulfilling. And you get to live much better. The majority of people do over time. And that is the truth. Are you not willing to do this? I know I am. I know I am willing to do this. And I know it is the right decision. I know what it's like to live when you don't do this and you live those little temporary days and happiness and you get to do something fun here and there, but you're not really focused. You're just kind of doing whatever. I know what that's like. And I know what it's like to get very focused, to get shit done, to put yourself in a much better position in life. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, that is a much better way. It's much, much better. If it wasn't, I'd go back to the ways. Doing what everybody else is doing all the time. Fitting in. Doing this. Doing that. It's not the answer, bro. And there's a reason why people probably hate on you. Because you're willing to go miles that other people are just not. You're lapping. You already lapped people about 1,000 times, bro. You're lapping motherfuckers, bro. You're just lapping people around the track. People are just baby crawling. You're just sprinting around that track, bro. There's a reason people probably hate on you. Because they know deep down inside of their core, you're very far ahead in life. You're doing very well for yourself in life. They wish they could have the success you have in life. But they're not willing to run those miles that you ran. They're not willing to do it. They're not willing to put in the work every single day. They'd rather live every single day of those temporary feelings. Forever being left behind. Forever not being ahead. Forever being stuck. And God is not going to give you the glory in this case. He's not going to do it. I'm not saying God don't love you. But He's not going to place you in a position that you cannot handle. And if you cannot go through those trying times, through those hard times, and you think life is happiness all the time, that's your own delusion, that's your own fault. Unfortunately, there's a lot of cookie cutter people in today's society, as we all know, that have that mindset that life is supposed to be happiness all the time. You should never suffer. You should never have to work that hard. Oh my God, you should never have to work that hard. Oh my God, that's too much. What? What? Do you guys understand how hard people in the olden days used to work? And they think a little bit of work is hard? That's what I'm saying. People are only getting more entitled as the days are coming. People are only getting weaker as the days are coming. Because we're living in a world where it's been the richest it's ever been. Young kids are being brought up in families that got a lot of money. So it's like they're given everything. They don't have to do anything. They think life is all happiness. They're brought into basically like a party from the very get-go. Probably didn't work a day in their lives. Was given everything. Was given ATVs. Was given vehicles. Was given this. Was given that. Was given vacations. Da 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 da. It's all fun and games, bro, until you have to fend for yourself and live your own life. It's a whole different ball game at that point. So the best thing you can do as a man or a woman is get your shit together fast. And I recommend, you don't have to do nothing, but guess what? I recommend going through your own adversities in life to become a proper man or a proper woman, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. You will. I promise you, you will. So it's something you have to do. You're not supposed to just live this happiness all the time. It don't exist. It does not exist. If you live that lifestyle and you constantly chase that, you're getting further and further and further and further away from so many things that you should be going after in life. You will hit a point when you get older that your whole world will turn upside down. You don't even know what hits you. You miss the whole point of life by thinking that that's what life really was, when it wasn't. These people, they're not going to feel fulfilled at all. You didn't work hard enough. You let life go. You didn't work hard enough. You just didn't do enough. I'm the type of person personally, which is why I'm preaching in this video, that will never happen to. It can't happen to me. I follow my intuition, bro. A lot of people go against their own intuition. They feel they could be doing more, they should be doing more, but they're not listening hard enough in their heart. They feel certain things, then they want to try to even forget about what they're feeling and do something out of left field. There's no structure to life here. You need some sort of structure. You need to be disciplined to an extent. I'm telling you guys, that's where a lot of the bliss is. What happens after the biggest storms? You get the most sunshine. It's very, very true, guys. You can't think it's going to be a sunny day every day. It's going to be bliss every day. Never going to have a stormy, windy day where it's miserable outside, where you might have to be outside and work in that weather. It's not going to be all smiles and lollipops and rainbows and all this stuff. It's going to be just like, let's get through this day, boys. Let's do this. It's not going to be so comfortable. But a lot of people want to make life out to be that way. Where you, man, I can almost find bliss in those very uncomfortable times at this point. I used to not be that strong. I used to not be that tough. I get why some people might not be, but I'm trying to convince you to be. If that makes sense. I'm not trying to knock you. But you gotta get tougher. I'm telling you, man, it's way better. The tougher you get, the better life is. Because you'll enjoy the small things like in an insane amount. Imagine the big things when you get to enjoy that. I bet you any money, these hard workers, if they took a vacation, they would enjoy it 1,000 times more than people that are just so easily handed or gifted to take a vacation. I guarantee it, bro. It'd be like the craziest, best thing ever. Because they're used to working so hard. Never really enjoying all that much because they're sacrificing for the longer rewards. This is true, man. That's why working hard brings so much more bliss and happiness and just fulfillment. These people might give themselves those temporary little things, but inside, they're really not happy. Inside, they're really not fulfilled. So they chase those highs because they feel so low. But if you build yourself up high, you're always kind of going to be high to an extent. You might have your little low, little tiny bit of ba-boom, 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 but you're always going to be kind of on your highs because you work to stay high. Where these people are kind of always low and they have to do things all the time to boost them up and they come back down. They go up and they come back down. They go up and they come back down. You're staying on the high, bro. You're staying up high. Does this make sense? Is this making sense to you? I hope. It makes sense to me. You have to work hard to stay up. Stay up, bro. Stay up, bro. Don't come back down here all the time. Don't come back here all the time. So the only time these people are popping themselves up here is when they do something to make themselves feel happy. They might drink on the weekend to make themselves feel better. They might smoke weed with all the guys to make themselves feel better. They might have this vacation to make themselves feel better, but when it's all said and done, they're low. They're down here, they're low. Because they don't know how to work themselves up to being at the highest of highs. It takes work. And it's way better. It's way, way better. Because guess what? When you want to do something in the left field and take a vacation, do whatever you want to do to get a rise, you're going to go from being already high to even higher. And you're going to come back down to being high when that's all said and done. But you're never going to come back to the lows. Your days of being at the lows are done. So anyone that is at the lows, you have the ability to put yourself up higher by working hard, by being more disciplined. That's the real life, bro. That's the real life. This is the realest shit you'll ever hear. I guarantee it. Most people are living at the lows. You can work your ass off to get yourself up to the highs. And you don't have to come back down. You might slightly come down a little bit here and there, but you're never going right down to the lows. Because there's no such thing as just being high all the time. But there's so many people who's very, 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 very low. I know what the lows feel like. But I didn't work as hard as I worked in my life up to this point to be at the lows. I'm at where I'm at because of all the work and sacrifices and things that I've done. And I can put myself up even higher if I want to do something in left field, do something real fun. Whatever. The little things in life get me high. The little things, let alone big things. If it ever comes down to it. But this is really what it is, man. You don't want to live your life having to do something ecstatic all the time to bring yourself up. You should be able to bring yourself up naturally. You should be able to be in a better mood than people naturally. If they were to do something to buy their way up to being up here, short term, by taking a vacation, you could be happier than them, literally working a crazy job. They could be on a vacation, you could be working a job, you could be happier than they are. Which is nuts. But you can actually get yourself up there. You don't need all those things. You don't need those things to be happy. You don't. But they do. You see the difference here? Do you see the difference here, damn it? This is what it is. When you work hard on yourself, you can feel very happy, you can feel very fulfilled, very accomplished. It's not about your accomplishments, but you just feel right. There's something about it. And that's because you did the right things when God was taking you through those storms. You were determined. You got the jobs done in the midst of chaos, where a lot of people kind of fold under those pressures, under the pains, under the uncomfortable feelings. They kind of want to always stay down low. And they can't work themselves up to being high naturally off of life. They're not high off of life like you probably could be. They need things to get them higher. Need it. So here's the difference. You put in that work, bro, you put in that grind, you will reap the rewards. And best believe these people are going to be very jealous of you, bro. Very envious. Because you can be happy without doing all the things they have to do to be happy, if that makes sense. You don't need the things that they need to be happy. And they want to convince everyone of how happy they are. The happiest people don't have to convince everybody of how happy they are. They don't. They just live their life. They're good. 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 Thanks for asking. How are you? You good? What are you up to? So concerned about someone else's happiness. And those are the type of people they're trying to convince everyone of how happy they are. What? just live your life. What, like, anyway, it just don't make sense to me, bro. It's just kind of sus, you know. But I know what these people are about, and not even shame on them. Not even shame on them. None. I'm just trying to tell you guys the right things to do here, to maximize just how you feel overall in life. We want to, at the end of the day, the goal is to feel the best we can feel for the rest of our lives. If you really want to break things down, we all want to feel the best we can feel for the rest of our lives. That don't happen by doing all the things I already explained in the way that a lot of people do it, that are kind of at the lows. That's not how you do it. You work hard. You work really hard. You get yourself up there, you get your energy right, you get your spirit right, you get your mind right. A lot of people don't want to take the time to do that work because it involves being alone. It involves not being codependent. It involves mental toughness that a lot of people do not have in this world. It involves some next level shit. It involves figuring things out without you asking anyone else for answers. You're the man. You're the woman. You got the answers yourself. You needed it from not nobody, bro. You got the answers, and you did the right things. You are blessed beyond measures. You're probably the chosen one. So, but anyways, work hard. Go through the storms of life. Get your blessings. God wants to bless you. He wants to. But he's not going to give you the glory if you're not cut out for the position he wants to place you in. He still loves you, but he's not going to give you that glory if you can't handle it. He's only going to give you what you can handle. So it's up to yourself. But just remember, God always wants the best for you. He's going to give you so many chances that it's not even funny. So many chances.